All right, so that's how it all ended at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Burnley 2. Chelsea struggling to pick all 3 points against a Burnley. It's a 10-man Burnley of Charlie. Come here. So it's not let's drop on 10-man Burnley.
Charlie.
Chelsea cannot win this game.
Charlie.
And Kopama will look at that performance and be like, oh boy. What else do I need to do?
Oh man.
When we talk about mediocre, see, I've gotten to a point I don't believe in the project or whatever it is they are doing in Chelsea.
So you used to believe in it?
I used to have faith that give it time. Okay. Let's stick into yesterday's game. I think the Chelsea are even lucky to have come away with 3 points because J. Rodriguez missed a very clear chance at the end of the game too. And this was a 10-man Burnley team. The problem with Chelsea is this. The inexperience in the final third is very glaring. So you had so many opportunities. Talk about mediocre. Nicholas Jackson, he's trying his best. You get what you pay for. Mm-hmm. That you cannot make a David Beckham out of Eli Kinson. It's not possible. You don't get the same thing. I don't know who scouted him. I don't know what the scouting was. He tried his best. He missed chances. Strikers do miss chances. Few players I'm disappointed in is a player like Raheem Sterling. Because if someone can tell me what Chelsea has, what we have acquired, as what Chelsea as a team has acquired from Raheem Sterling. Yesterday he showed glimpses of what he could do with that Palmer assist. How many times has he been able to do that? How many times does he impact a game? And he was brought in from Manchester City, and the expectation was that he's supposed to be the big man to carry the team, but his performances have not been that great that yesterday he was dropped onto the bench. Back to the final third thing.
Lost his place to Mudryk.
The decision making is poor. And Cole Palmer is one of the biggest culprits too. Cole Palmer's decision making is poor, wants to do it all alone. Gusto comes in from the left back, does not make obvious passes. Gallagher is not trying. Nicholas Jackson is missing chances. Any premier number 9 would score. So you get what you pay for. I mean, this is the vision the new Chelsea owners see the team in, which is investing. How many of these players have played in the final third? I mean, the front three have played together. They've not been together for even more than a year. And I think that is bad because in as much as you are planning the future, you should have a player like this guy Fulham, who is now in Saudi. Mitrovic.
Okay.
I get it. Mitrovic is like 30-something year old, but the kind of experience you could have gathered from Mitrovic or the kind of prolific finishing you could have gotten from Mitrovic, you are not getting that from Nicholas Jackson. If Nicholas Jackson was an understudy, it would have made sense. We've had a lot of young players being understudies for experienced players, and later in time, you are looking at players like Oscar Bob, Lewis, all in Manchester City. Foden was an understudy for a very long time for David Silva.
Yeah.
And so I do not get this obsession with Chelsea about let's run the whole team amok, let's do this wholesale thing. I think it's affecting them. I mean, they might have patience and say, let's give it time. But the thing is, time is not given. Like, results are not given. That if you give it time, you are going to perform. I mean, Chelsea has been 11th last season, and it's still 11th this season after spending 1 billion. That can change the whole economy of Ghana. So I don't get it. I honestly feel that
they've bought the 11th position.
I think Pochettino's time is numbered. His time is numbered because in as much as it's a building process, Chelsea wants results.
Okay, Dennis. I mean, Kwame talks about the fact that Pochettino's time or his days is numbered at Chelsea. But you look at the project. First season, he's guided Chelsea to the finals of the Carabao Cup, went on to lose to Liverpool. He's in the semis of the FA Cup. Would you not say he's taking the right boxes, even though things are not really working for him?
Which box is he taking?
I mean, bring in young players, try and groom them, turn them into ball beaters.
I don't even want to focus on this Chelsea project thing because I think that is a joke. From day one, the whole from Todd Bowley agreeing to bring in a lot of young players, taking out the entire experienced squad of the team, that decision was chaotic. It didn't make sense to anybody. Any football person who sits down and saw that happen, you ask yourself that this is somebody who's investing into the game. even if you don't have the knowledge about the game, get people who understand it. That was my issue then. So I don't even want the whole project gives me headache. I don't even want to talk about this whole Chelsea project thing and Chelsea fans believing in this project because it's not going to work. Because you see, if you tell me, when you listen to some of the Chelsea fans, they tell you that, okay, fine, let's give them 3 years with time to get better. Listen, you and me know that this team, give them 4 years, they will not get better. Because some of the players, let's be honest, some of these players are not there. No matter what, there are some players, of course, who will improve. Enzo Fernandez will get better. Caicedo will get better. There are some of the players who will improve, but some of them are just that level, and they cannot get better. So it's sad, but this Chelsea team will have to spend again this summer. If they want to raise the levels of the squad, they have to spend on this squad, not by going to bring in young players like they have,
but experienced players.
Of course. And it's obvious that there's one particular area that's problematic. The goal scoring area is a problem. Because they've created chances. If you're going to say something Pochettino has done positively, is the fact that before he came in, the chance creation ratio was
low, yeah.
Which he has managed to increase.
Fine. Now they are scoring, but they're conceding at the same time.
Exactly. So, but see, that's the problem. If you are scoring 2, conceding 2, you see, because the fact is that when you come in as a manager, you're supposed to do better than your previous coaches. So if you come in when Chelsea was at the 10th position, you're supposed to improve that position and make and be higher on the ladder. So if you've come in, you've managed to make Chelsea more creative, but they're not getting the points, and they are still 10th or 11th, then there's no impact there.
And if I can chip in,
a
quick one.
Yeah.
If a coach of the caliber of Mauricio Pochettino is producing Frank Lampard results, or is producing Graham Potter results,
then what's the use?
What's the essence? And it brings me to the game of
that's
Chelsea and Luton too.
Yeah.
Same thing. Even though they got away 3-2 with that, they just can't manage games. And you think that you are with the experience of Pochettino. You see, when he was at PSG, the excuses were, oh, he's managing big egos, Mbappe.
Yeah.
These are egos you can manage. Come on. I mean, I expect better. From Chelsea.
But interestingly, let's be honest. Coaches like Pochettino and Ten Hag are benefiting from one thing. Because when you watch a Manchester United team, they've had coaches strings when they've had Mourinho, they've had Van Gaal, Mourinho, David Moyes. So they just want to cut out on the managerial turnover. So that is what's working for Pochettino as well. Because they feel like, okay, we got rid of Lampard, got rid of Pochettino, Graham Potter. So they are benefiting from the fact that owners don't want to repeat those same errors. That's why they're having more time. But if they don't capitalize on this opportunities, trust me, they'll be out.
Well, interesting thoughts from Dennis and also Kwame. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, I've seen your messages, and then also check out the highlight from Spurs and Arsenal, Manchester City. Still watching Scorecard. My name is Gabriel Fair. Don't change your dial.